Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share an update with you guys about my pregnancy, but first I just want to take a minute to tell you that Sunday is my favorite day of the week, particularly Sunday night. We work hard as a family Sunday afternoon to clean the house and do things that we normally wouldn't do through the week. So that's the day that we clean the bathrooms and vacuum and really like clean everything. That way we don't have to worry about it through the week, or if you know we have to, we can spot clean, but it's nothing like in depth like we do on Sundays. And I just like walking through the house because the bathroom is shiny, things are picked up, and just the floors feel good. You can't really feel crumbs on your feet like you do sometimes. And I just love Sundays because the house is clean. There's nothing better than a clean house at the beginning of the week. It's just magical. I feel set and ready to conquer the week and do what we have to do after a vigorous cleaning on Sunday. So let me show you what it looks like. All right, so this is our front room, like the family area, I guess, where we watch TV and hang out. And yeah, it's been vacuumed and straightened up. All the toys have been put away. It just looks really nice. And kind of the same over here. We have the tables all cleaned up. The floors have been swept. I still can't find my mop head, so I haven't mopped. But yeah, that is over here. The kitchen, minus the dishes. The dishes are still drying. But yeah, everything looks so nice. The floors have been swept. Everything has been put back where it's supposed to go. And I have a load of cloth diapers in the washer. All right, this is our playroom. Everything is put away. The shelves are nice and neat. The floor is clean. It just looks good. There's something about a clean house that makes life good. Yeah. Here is our nice and clean bathroom. We wipe down the mirrors and the counters. The sink is nice and shiny. The toilet's nice and shiny. The floors are swept. The shower's nice and shiny and clean. It's just clean and I love it. It won't be like this for long, that's for sure. And let's talk pregnancy. So I've hinted in other videos that we are pregnant. We haven't done any kind of special announcement. We're just telling people as they find out. We've never been, I think with the first one we were like big on, oh hey, we're pregnant, but after that we just kind of, we roll into it, take it as it comes. I don't think we even told anybody in 2020 that we were pregnant, mainly because I think when COVID hit, I really had this newfound appreciation for privacy. And so we told close family and that was it. Everyone was there were a lot of people surprised that we were actually pregnant. But anyway, so with this one, back in December, I had an idea that I might be pregnant. And so I think around mid-December, I took a pregnancy test and it didn't turn positive right away because I waited the 3 minutes and it didn't show positive, so I kind of forgot about it. And then I went back maybe an hour or two later and it was positive. So I thought, okay, well that's exciting. And then 3 days later I started having bleeding and it wasn't heavy, but it was dark. And so I thought, oh my gosh, what is this? Well, I tried calling my old obstetrician, but she is no longer delivering babies. But what was frustrating is they wouldn't let me even switch doctors until she approved it because she had delivered because I was still technically her patient. But they never called me back, which was very frustrating. So I called another doctor and that doctor never called me back. Maybe it was the holiday. So a friend of mine is seeing a doctor for other reasons that she really liked this doctor. She actually switched from another doctor and to this new one, and the new one, she was like, I'm really impressed with her. She's got a good bedside manner. And so I went to this doctor because originally like I had wanted to see a midwife. I wanted a home birth. In the state of Louisiana, if you're going to do a home birth, you have to go see an obstetrician first to make sure that you are low risk, because high risk women cannot deliver with a midwife in Louisiana. And so I went, and I mean, I've had good pregnancies, and good births. So I scheduled the appointment with the midwife because I really wanted to get on her schedule, but in case she filled up. But then I really liked her. I really wanted to see her, and I loved everything. I loved everything about her. In fact, one of the things she told me when I first got there was, we see childbirth as a natural process. We don't see it as a pathology. And I thought, that's an interesting way to look at it. When I went to see the doctor, I understood what the midwife meant by pathology, because everything was like, she told me, she was like, do you want to get genetic testing because you're going to be over 35 in March? And I thought, oh, no, I'm okay. You know, I wasn't even thinking of that, because, you know, after 35, your genetics start breaking down, the DNA in the eggs start breaking down, and you have a higher chance of certain disorders like trisomies and stuff. And I thought, no, I'm okay. I don't need that. In fact, I'm kind of just want the least invasive, you know, treatment possible. And there were just other things. And now, first of all, she's a great doctor. Like, if we do choose to go with the doctor, I might keep her as my doctor, because she just is a really good doctor, and that is her profession, and she's really good at it. I just don't like this idea of, here's all the risks. I'm just like, just tell me my baby and I are going to be okay, and let me have a baby. Like, I like the way the midwife put it. She said, we know that women's bodies are made to bear babies, and, you know, we don't treat it like a pathology. And again, nothing against doctors. I have delivered, you know, at 3 hospitals with a wonderful doctor, but I just feel like it gives me more anxiety when they talk about that kind of stuff. I kind of just want to cross that bridge when we get there, if that makes sense. And so, but I know we're not going to be going with the main midwife, the first midwife that I talked to, because it's a lot of money to have a home birth with her. And we also have to buy a bigger vehicle, because we are maxed out right now. We have got to buy a vehicle. And if you don't know, the used car market right now is blown up. Like, I guess back when COVID hit and they shut down the factories, it basically lowered supply, which raised the price. And so now that everything is back open, the companies are having to catch up to the demand. And so everything is more expensive. Isn't everything more expensive right now? We're praying. We know God will provide, so we're not that worried about it, but we just can't afford a home birth and a new vehicle. And the new vehicle kind of takes priority. So I called around, I called our insurance. I did a bunch of things. I called a lot of people, and there's a midwifery clinic in my city. And long story short, she told me that I could deliver there for $4,200. Out of pocket, but there is a chance that our insurance will pay for clinic fees, which would reduce our out-of-pocket cost to $3,500, which is doable for us. And so I'm going to meet with her this week, because I really just want the most independent care possible. I kind of just want to show up and be like, just tell me my baby and I are okay. I don't really need a lot of classes. This is my 4th baby, so I kind of know what works for my body and what doesn't. Yeah, that's kind of where I am with it. My dream birth is an unassisted home birth, but I don't think that's realistic for my body, because my previous doctor said that I have a narrow pelvis, which just means that when the babies are coming out, they tend to get stuck or I stay at 9 centimeters for a while, and that's happened with all 3 of my births. And so I've needed a little bit of extra help getting them through my pelvis. And so I would just hate to be in a situation where I'm by myself and I don't know what to do. And I'm sure you can imagine how that could go bad really fast. So depending on what the midwife says on Tuesday, we'll see what we decide. I just hope that she will let me be a little more autonomous. Since this is my 4th baby, I really would love to deliver with her, but my dream is to just maybe show up, be like, make sure my baby and I are safe, and then go home. And then also when I birth, I want to just labor at home and go to the clinic, have the baby, and go home. I kind of just want it to be an in and out process. Don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see, but that's my hope. Anyway, I will keep you updated because I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but I guess depending on what she says, we'll decide either way. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I did go to the doctor on the 5th, and the baby was 6 weeks and 3 days. So every Monday I change over. I will be 8 weeks tomorrow, and which will probably almost be 9 weeks when this video goes out. But yeah, so we're 8 weeks, and I'm tired, but I'm getting through. The medication they gave me is helping. I am having to eat more protein. Normally we eat a vegetarian diet and a little bit of chicken here and there, but I'm eating a lot more chicken because it's the only thing that seems to keep me from getting too nauseous. It keeps me full, basically. And we've been eating out a lot. So I am going to have to meal plan like crazy to make sure that we are not eating out, that we have food, and yeah, probably have to up our budget. But thank you for watching this, and I hope that you have a good week, and good night.